What's up, guys? We're still going at it today. We're still here in Louisiana. It's another tank that we're doing. His name is Bike. He's got roughly a 200-gallon tank. He invited us over. It's SPS dominated. Everyone told me I gotta come see this tank. It's super cool. A lot of rare SPS. So let's go inside. Let's go ask him a bunch of questions. Follow me along. Come on, guys. Mike, nice to meet you, buddy.
You too. Nice to meet you.
Thank you for having us over, man. So what a cool tank you have here.
Thank you.
So how big is this thing?
This is a 220.
220?
Yeah.
220. How long has this thing been running?
About 3.5 years.
3.5 years. And how long you been in the hobby?
10 years.
10 years. And what tank you had before this one?
Oh, freshwater.
Freshwater?
Yeah.
So only 3.5 years into saltwater?
No, 10 years into saltwater.
5%. What do you have before this one?
Oh, I was in Las Vegas and basically same thing.
Same thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so you moved from Las Vegas here to Louisiana.
Yeah.
So I can tell you got big time love for SPS. That's your thing, huh?
Yes.
So you can, I'll consider this a light mixed reef. I'll consider SPS dominated with some stuff on the bottom, which you got plenty. You got your Gonioporus over there. You got your long tentacle plate, Leptoceras, burning banana stylo right there, some Rhodactis mushrooms, a lot of zoanthes. These are cool. What are those, pink hippos?
Yes.
But you got more encrusting gonies. I love all your freaking clams right here. How long have you had them?
About a year.
A year?
Yes.
Were they a lot smaller?
They were pretty close in size.
Were they?
Yeah.
And those red mushrooms there, how long have they been there?
Oh, one of the first corals that I have in the tank. So they've been there for about 3.5 years.
The super, super bright one right like that, I call them dead pools. They're just so cool. I mean, I love the way they just got the little pocket and you're starting to reproduce everywhere. And then you got 3 cyphestries here, if I can see this right?
Yes.
You got one on top, one on bottom, then you got a branching one on the left.
Yes.
They all look like it's one, almost like grafted. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then I love it here how you got your gonies, your mushrooms, the stratosphere zoas that you told me earlier. And then you got a bunch of mushrooms here growing on the side. Those are super cool as well.
Thanks.
So tell me about some of these acros. Which ones are your favorite?
The rainbow splice.
You got that big chunk right down the middle.
Yeah.
He's got both colors. You got another chunk over there. He's beautiful. But that one in the middle, the flat one,
yeah,
with the 2 colors is spectacular. I love how you got it. The 2 colors are split up a little bit. Any other acro that is your favorite? I can tell you like tenues a lot.
Yes.
I saw you have the WD tenues. You have the Homebreaker. You got the Orange Passion. You got a couple of wild ones that you grow on your own.
Yeah.
Super cool. So why do you think you're so much into SPS?
The variety of different colors.
Is it?
Yeah.
So a lot of people, when they first start the hobby, they want all the moving stuff. They want the xenia pulsing. They want the hammers, the torches moving, the leathers. But then for some reason, as we grow older into the hobby, we become more mature as reefing, we seem to always gravitate towards the SPS. I don't understand why, but everyone seems to always be doing that.
That's how I was too. I started off with softies and then LPS, and then once I started with acros, I got addicted and I kept adding more.
You kept on just going and going at it, right? That's crazy. But let's talk a little bit about your fish. I see you got the yellow eye coal right there.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a whitetail.
Yes.
You got, what is this? This is, I forgot the name of this guy. It's a maroon.
Gold nugget. Maroon.
Gold nugget maroon.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Who breeds those?
I don't remember. I adopted them from a friend of mine who broke down his tank. They have been laying eggs, so I tried to save the babies. That I actually have one safe over here.
Yeah, you're trying to raise some pounds?
It's 2 months old now.
And then you got Atlantic blue tang.
Yeah.
Then you have the yellow tang.
Yes.
Oh, so these guys are a pair. Look how much bigger that's the female, the big one, right?
Yes.
Holy, that's gotta be the biggest one I've seen in a long time, man.
She gotta be at
like
least 5 years old.
At least.
Yeah.
Then you got a copper band butterfly.
Yes.
Yellow chorus wrasse.
Yeah.
What else do we have? Anything else am I missing? So you got those 3 tangs, the pearl clowns, copper band, the copper wrasses.
I think that's all for the fish.
That's all for the fish. You have any critters in here? Any starfish, anything different?
No, because the wrasse back there would eat
It's
them.
just too mean, right?
Yeah.
But it keeps the reef tank clean, right?
Yes.
It keeps all the parasites away.
Yeah.
It's a good thing. So for flow, what do you have?
Those are two max packs.
2 mass pigs?
Yeah.
And then what do you have in the bag? Is that
Those.
the Nero?
This is the Nero.
Okay.
That's,
and what's that
that's
one?
That's a Jibo.
Jibao?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got 4 power heads. 1 Jibao, 1 Nero, and 2 of the gyres?
Yes.
Okay. And what size are the gyres? Do you know?
The 350.
350.
Yeah.
And it's plenty of flow?
Yes.
Okay. For lights, can we look at your lights real quick? So you're running a lot of light. I was talking to you, some of the cores look a little light, just a few of them.
Yeah.
You say your par is 500 at the top.
Yes.
That's pretty intense. So you have 3 Gen 4s on the middle.
Yeah.
Gen 6 Pro from Ecotech blues. And then what light bars are these?
The Orphic.
Orphic?
Yes.
Okay, and what are the name of these Orphic?
The Blue Plus.
Okay, and how long have you been running them?
Since the beginning of the tank, so it's about 3.5 years.
3.5 years. Okay. And let me ask you a few more questions. How often do you do water changes on this tank?
Monthly.
Monthly.
Yeah.
Okay, and how much do you do?
About 35 gallons.
35 gallons, so roughly about 15%, a little more?
Yes.
And what salt do you use?
We use Reef crystals.
Reef crystals, old school.
Yeah.
They've been around for a long time. Or you do cold water, you do calcium reactor?
2 parts.
2 part.
Yeah.
Okay, so what brand do you use, you say? Not sure.
I don't think there's a brand.
No?
It's commercial grade.
Okay, so you make it.
It's pre-mixed.
Okay, so you got the calcium, the alkalinity.
Yeah.
And you dose that with a doser, you say?
Yes.
And do you dose magnesium?
Yes.
Yes, and how do you dose it? With a doser or manually?
With a doser.
And all 3 are the same, like chemical grade?
Yeah.
What do you keep your alkalinity at?
My alk is at 8.
8.
Yeah.
And your calcium?
Calcium at 420.
420. Magnesium?
Magnesium is around 1400.
And phosphates and nitrates?
Nitrate is probably around 10.
10?
Yeah, phosphate is on a little bit higher than it should right now. I think it's closer to about 0.8.
0.8. Okay. Tell me a little bit more about your maintenance routine. What else do you do on a tank like this?
Basically, on water change day, I'll clean out my skimmer.
That's not too bad. So let's look at some of your filtration real quick. Oh, so you got a big refugium in here.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That is huge. What do you feed the tank?
I feed them with homemade mixed seafood.
So you make your own mix?
Yeah,
And how often do you feed?
I feed once a day.
Do you do any different type of foods? Any amino acids, any iodine,
Yeah,
anything, trace elements?
There is trace element that's dosed into the tank with my doser. And then I do have amino in my food.
Okay, and what kind of trace elements are you dosing?
Chem essentials.
Can essentials? And how often do you dose it?
I dose it daily.
Okay, I see you got a beautiful refugium here, and it's really cool how you got these mangoes growing. So my question to you is, I see the water level is very high. If power goes out, can the sump take the water that it will come?
Valve in the back, that's,
Okay,
that
so
shuts
stop
down.
it.
Yes.
Okay, so you're fine with that?
Yeah. This
And-
is actually a refugium.
Yes, I can tell.
So the water level is a little bit lower on the other side, but
Yeah, but not a lot,
yeah,
because it's a pretty big tank.
yeah,
And I see you got a protein skimmer, you got a Regal 250 internal from Reef Octopus.
yes,
Obviously, the local to here, they build amazing protein skimmers.
yeah,
You have a CO2 scrubber to fix your pH.
yes,
And do you run a UV sterilizer in here?
yes. There's a UV sterilizer from Coralville.
Okay, I see it back there. And you have carbon here, and I want to say this is GF4, I'm assuming.
Yes,
Okay, and how often do you change them?
I change about when I do my water change.
When you do your water change.
Yeah.
Okay, and what are you using for return pump?
That is a G-bow.
Jibal, okay. And light for the refugium, what are you using?
That's just a cheap LED from Amazon.
Okay, and it's for like, it's a different light spectrum?
Yeah, red in colors.
Okay, so let me see. So we cover your lights, we cover your flow, we cover your corals, we cover your fish, we cover all of your equipment. Is there anything else that you do to this tank that we haven't mentioned? Anything that you like for people to know at home? Something that you think is special that you do?
I do feed live food.
Live food?
Yeah, I feed
Okay.
phyto and pots.
Okay.
Empty pots and cocoa.
Pack pots?
Yes.
How often?
Probably every 2 to 3 days.
So I'm considering myself the heavyweight champion feeder of the world. I feed like a madman. I'm a big time feeder. I feed a lot of Reef Nutrition products. I feed these pellets from my Nutrimar. I'm a big time believer that in the ocean, there's always food available at all times, 24/7.
Yeah.
And we're big time in the aquarium into keeping it pristine and clear for us to look at. And when you have crystal clear water and we have Altis filter floss, there's no water suspended on the tank. So my specific tank in my office, I rarely run the protein skimmer. I don't run any filter socks, and I feed anywhere from 3 to 10 times per day.
Wow.
Very aggressively. I feed oyster feed, oyster eggs, mysis shrimp, pack pots, and a lot of algae. Every single day I put algae for my tank, but I'm a big believer into feeding a lot. Anything else that you think people should know?
Basically, I think we cover them all.
We'll cover them all. Well, thank you for inviting us over, Mike. Your tank looks phenomenal.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see how it looks in the future. On the meantime, please subscribe to our channel. Help us a lot. Post some comments below. Give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the notification bell so you know when new videos come up. We'll see you guys on the next episode.